ranking every SmackDown vs. Raw games from worst to best. Starting from the dead last is SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. The roster felt a bit limited compared to previous games, and the overall gameplay experience didn't quite live up to expectations at that time. But the soundtrack was so good. Next is original SmackDown vs. Raw. It was the first SmackDown vs. Raw game at that time and was just establishing its identity. The game felt like cheaper copy of Here Comes the Pain, but unlike HCTP, the season mode had full voiceover, which was really good touch. Next on the list is SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. This game is widely known for its tag team action and the introduction of the fan-favorite Road to WrestleMania mode. Gameplay-wise, it was not so different from 2008 but was a slight little upgrade. SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 is next, where the gameplay speed was reduced drastically. The graphics and gameplay had a little upgrade. One downside is that the soundtrack was bad as they started to use superstar entrance music. Next is SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, where the physics, logic, graphics, overall gameplay and features were hugely upgraded. One of the best additions to the series, the Universe mode, was introduced in this game. Moving on to top 2 is SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. The soundtrack, the fast-paced gameplay, the mechanics, everything about this game is just too good. And the best SmackDown vs. Raw game is definitely SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Better GM mode, better season mode, epic soundtrack, overall one of the best wrestling games ever made.